Episode of RUC Mag TV. I'm your host, Lorrin Cash. I'm sitting here today with artist The Golden Child. Please tell our audience a little bit more about who you are and how you even got the name The Golden Child.
Well, I am your boy, The Golden Child. D.A. Golden Child, not T.H.E. A lot of people think it's T.H.E. T.H.E. is Eddie Murphy. And actually, that's how I actually came about with the name. I used to call myself a long time ago Black Child. When I did Black Child, it was like, then G.R.O.A.T came out with Black Child, then it was done. So I wanted to keep, and everybody was calling me Child already, so I just wanted to keep the Child, so I just swapped it. Golden Child, this is dope. Eddie Murphy had to go get the chosen one. I felt like I was a chosen one, so the Golden Child was it for me.
Okay, so tell us about the project you are currently working on. I know it's due to come out very soon.
Yeah, well, like we still working on it. We just, I just got a slew of beats sent in from producers, so that's really dope. But I got a new album. It's gonna be called G.R.O.A.T. G.R.O.A.T. So you know, we all know, like most people got like the GOAT, and what inspired it was Colin Kaepernick. He came out with this. I mean, when Nike did what they did with Colin Kaepernick, shout out to Nike, big move. When Nike did what they did, I seen the Colin Kaepernick commercial, I was like, man, it's pretty dope, because what he did was, and they started calling him a GOAT. All through the internet, he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. And I'm like, man, and like, you can't be a football, because I mean, it's a lot of them saying quarterbacks that's stuck him in the mud, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized that the move was because of what he did. It was heroic, it was a big move, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, everybody has their own definition of what they're the greatest of, and so I went and like, man, that'd be dope. So I dropped the song, like, man, I want to do the greatest rapper of all time, and then I came up with G.R.O.A.T.
That's what's up. Yeah. What's one of your like favorite? What's one of the songs on the album that you think is gonna be like one of those popping songs? If you had to choose.
See, right now, I haven't picked no songs for the album right now. We just in the studio working really hard, working, trying to get this album. I mean, trying to get tangible songs to go move forward in what we're doing. Who's
on your team? Who are you working with?
Right now it's just me, myself, Jay Mills. We got Lil J. London, she was in another car accident, but when she come back, she'll be back doing what she do. So and I'm looking to work with other artists in different locations. I haven't Ote them from GMC. It's a lot of it's a couple of people that I've worked with, so I'm looking to work with more artists. I just on my team is just that premise.
Okay, that's what's up. I just saw you perform at the Promontory for what is that event called?
The Home Turf.
Home Turf. What I really was I was feeling your vibe. You have great stage presence. What were some of the songs that you were performing?
Thank you. Those songs, like one of the songs, My City, was with Jay Mills that I spoke about, one of the artists, My City. This is when I started out with. That's I really love that record. And I feel like it's gonna be a big record when I really drop My City. And that's My City is actually on Beat Jackaz 2. That's already out August the 4th. I dropped August the 4th. So My City is actually available right now on SoundCloud, Reverbnation, and it's on YouTube as well. But when it comes, My City, Goddamn was with the song that Ote boy from GCE that I was talking about. I have another song called 2700, which you can see 2700, that clothesline as well. So 2700, another song called Bitches. So Bitches is I know, right? When we hear this, when we hear it, it sounds really bad, right? But everywhere we go, like, it's always a woman like, I mean, bitch, please, bitch, stop, bad, bitch, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, bitch, boom.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, okay, I fucks with it. So I mean, but I don't directly like bitch, this, all that. But I thought that I had a bad bitch. So my bad bitch was a bad, independent, tenacious chick that's having E cent with the capital E instead of L-Y. So when I did that, it was like, it was like, it was my definition of my bitches. So when I first performed, it was in Miami, and everybody was just standing around looking like. I was like, but by the time the hook dropped again, boom, everybody was in.
They was into it.
Yeah, because the energy was really fucking dope. They're not the energy at all. And my song War Stories.
I love that one.
Yeah. Thank you. Because I put a lot of work in War Stories, man. Getting out. Shout out to Shondell from Power 92 helped me get it mixed, master, and put it out with Valentino. You know what I'm saying? We played on Raw Radio, so we did that. And War Story is a really good song. It's a really good video. It's a really good message. And if people ain't looking at it, I'm thinking you're missing a great video that's right on your nose.
For those who have not watched it and heard the song, can you tell them a little bit about the song and the message behind it?
Okay. Like I have a thing, right? Like I'm a felon, so I feel like ex-felons don't have a lot of rights no more. So I do understand that we're not supposed to carry firearm, but I look at it like this: if you're not a felon, he's not a felon, he's not a felon. 9 times out of 10, one of y'all gonna go shoot up that movie theater with 100 people in the building versus a felon gonna go shoot up that movie theater with 100 people in it. Because everybody who done it ain't had a background. Everybody who bombed these hospitals didn't have a background. You know what I'm saying? Man, 9 times out of 10 is not. Fellas don't gonna do that. So then on top of that, you got people that's moved on with their life and trying to be productive citizens in the world, but still want to protect their family and their house. When people run in your house and then they destroy your house, like, so they say, so if you have a right to bear everybody else should have a right to bear arms too. It should be a process. It should be a waiting time. Like, man, if you haven't done nothing in 10, 20 years, then we can consider you, being a regular citizen, but they take that right from you. That means anyway, any given time when they call this purge, when they pull the purge, they can do whatever they want to do because it's a lot of black houses can't have it. So a lot of black people gonna be dead. Yeah. So you take that right to bear arms from people, and then everybody else get cars. You can't get a car, you can get a car. Make them go through the same process. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And you hold, and they're gonna be held accountable just like a person without it. With it. So it's different. So then I did War Story, but it's still with War Story. It's like talking about me being able to bear arms and do the same thing that they do because I don't want to die. So I have to be able to want to protect my life too. So, but it's crazy how you got these shorties out here. You know what I mean? Because when you coming up, shorties don't need somewhere to go. A lot of the places they don't know where to go, so they go to their big homie. Their big homie gonna be the people that's gonna give them what they need. But a lot of people think that people just giving them guns. They're not giving them guns. They make sure taking their money, scraping up pennies, and they going to buy guns. So it's like in 9 times out of 10 it's from another shorty. That who robbed somebody else's house or went into somebody else's house or kicked somebody else's door and took their gun safe and moved on and sold it. So it's a lot of stuff that people that people want to blame the other people for, but it's the actual kid itself. So so it was like me being able to say that we as ourselves is doing stuff to ourselves to say we killing ourselves, and then the government is killing us because the government supplying guns as well, dropping off cases of guns in the street, in alleys, and telling people where's that, going to do that. They still doing that.
Yeah, people don't like to talk about it.
It's untold. They still doing it. The government still doing their part, letting people go. Give me that gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you go, and then let somebody else go. So the police still doing they definitely, even though I say that I do, bear arm myself. It's just to put a way to protect myself. I never go out and intentionally say I'm gonna go do something to you. And if I say something about doing something to somebody, it's in my music because if you do it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. And it's cause and effect. That's how it's always gonna be. Pros and cons. You do something to somebody else gonna do something to you. It is what it is. So I never really talk about just intentionally going to do nothing to nobody because I don't want to do nothing to nobody. But if you do something to me, I'm gonna do something to you. So please don't do nothing to me. It's real.
So based off what you've said already, it seems like you've had kind of a rocky road. Growing up, adulthood, and things like that. How do you express that in your music? Does it influence your music at all?
A lot. I mean, most of it, all of it, really. From being from where I'm from. That's why the songs, where I come from. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. I'm a project baby, guaranteed. Been shot, been locked up, been jumped on, done jumped on. You know what I'm saying? Done been in battles. I mean, when I say I've been jumped on, ain't no scars. You hear me? I mean, but it don't work. But I've been in those situations where people try to jump on me. And so I've had, major car accidents. Just a lot of the stuff that's been up and down. So I've been through that. Still go through pains of being shot. Still, think about all that stuff. Still there in life. They say PTSD in the Army. I think they need to start giving us PTSD because I think about it all the time. I see it. I mean, every time I walk past the spot, I can paint the picture. The man went down. So but I love my experiences. I love what I've been through. I don't knock it. People are like, man, this is that, that's this, and this is what you get. You know what you put yourself in, so you know what you're gonna get. If you don't play that lifestyle, you won't get what you get. I realized when I was younger, when I started doing stuff to try to get my name to ring, I got shot. And when you do stuff to get your name to ring, you gotta get something's gonna happen. It's no way around it. You gotta bite the bullet. I left. So when you hear people like, man, you need to go get people in the streets to back you up and get people to certify you and all that other stuff, I don't need that. I done did already what I did already. I done built who I was already. I am who I am already. And people know me when they see me. Everywhere you go, somebody know me. So and it ain't always either from the streets or for this music. You gonna know me when you see me.
So from the quote, a product of your environment, which seems to be the case, would you say that you want to use your music career to get away from that and move forward, or even give back to your community and places that you came from?
I do it now, but actually, for real, we always been brought up like this in the streets. When I was coming up through the early 90s and all that stuff, man, it was barbecues, back to school functions, clean up the block, work for the older people, elderly people. I still do all of the same things. Even when, I don't do the block thing no more because I've been busy on my music and focusing on this. But when I do my block thing, we get that block in water. We do what we do. We get it together. Everything is old school values. Nothing is gonna shy away from that. I always been in giving back. Even when I was doing wrong, we gave back. I done took care of families. I done took care of people for years. I done fed people houses. I done help people. I done help all the elders. I done cut grass. I done took out garbages. I done took groceries in. I still do these same things. My biggest thing right now is to get an entertainment school in the city where we can actually teach people how to become the artists that they want to be. And a lot of people be thinking of funding, but you do need funding to have the particular lights and everything going. But it's so much talent out here in the city that family want to invest in them. But these young kids, family want to invest in them because they don't understand this business or what can possibly happen from it. So, and a lot of people don't want to take that chance because they know they got to pay their bills. So it's so much. So I want to be able to get a system where I can put that in play, where we can get it together and possibly get the government behind us. If they always talk about they want to see change in Chicago, get behind us and that's exploit some of this talent and these younger kids so we can give them what they need, create programs to give them what they need again. What happened was when we was younger, it was always programs. Even when your mama didn't have no money, the government you had a voucher to get that program. And the thing is, and this is the biggest thing, but even when the voucher ran out, they still took all the kids. They don't do that no more. When the voucher run out, they don't take your kids. They leave your kids out here in the streets to go figure it out. Why not take the rest of them instead of having them out here straggling? But the system is designed to leave a few people out to straggle. It's just so happens some of the good people get caught and they're left out. So I want to be able to open up that door for them again, to be able to open up things to come back and invest money into some of these programs to open up like basketball tournaments and stuff like that in Chicago. That's like big tournaments, like New York got them. They do it every year. All the time in Rucker Park. There's be millions of people out there. We don't. I mean, like our city's a major city too.
Yeah.
We should have things. We should have big things going on. That everybody should go out grand events. We don't really have that, other than when you go to United Center and that's somebody else coming here doing it. But what we doing for ourselves?
Yeah, we're not doing nothing for ourselves.
Yeah.
Everybody got their hand out, but sometimes you got to put in work for yourself.
Yeah. This city is a great city. It's a big city, and we one of the main talked about cities. So if we can be talked about, we should have something big here.
Yeah. Can you give? It's so many up and coming artists. You know, what have you learned along the way of advice that you can give them? How to stay out of trouble? Because you've been through a lot, seems like, and somehow you still made it out. You're still working. You're still striving and things like that. What advice can you give them?
Being like, this is what I say, right? Keep working. Don't give up. It's been times where I wanted to quit, and I always say I want to quit, but I turn around and then I get back at it, and then something bigger happened for me again. I didn't expect to be at that WGCI promontory thing, at the home turf thing. I always said, man, I'm gonna submit to home turf one day, and that was like forever ago when they started that stuff. I never submitted, and one time I went and did it, and look at me in front of everybody else. And so I say, continue to work, continue to be you. Don't let nobody change who you are. If you what you are, be just that. Don't let nobody change it. Nobody tell you what to do with what you're doing, because you're gonna make it. Don't nobody see what you see for you. So if you see something, go get it.
Yep, that's what's up. Those are some gems for y'all. Hope y'all got that. Where can they follow you? Where can they listen to your music?
You can follow me on Instagram at Doug Golden Child, DA Golden Child, or just Golden Child 2700 anywhere. But I'm Doug Golden Child, DA Golden Child on everything: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So I'm like that on all social media. You can find me on SoundCloud, Doug Golden Child, Reverbnation, same thing. So.
Okay. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. It was a real pleasure actually speaking with you. I think you could be a real inspiration for a lot of kids that have been going through so many different things that they experience living in certain communities. So I think you're a real true inspiration for them.
Yeah, it's like, for real, like, it took me a while to get here. Same thing, like all the drama, car accidents and stuff trying to get here. And then I believe that my voice matters. I believe that your voice matters. I believe that his voice matters. So that's why when I do start a song like War Story, I tell everybody, you know what I mean, to, if you believe in something, always to get involved in it, because this is what we need for people to do. I believe that our children are our future. I believe it did take a village to raise the kid, because when everybody stopped caring about what the kid was doing, the kids started getting way more reckless. They curse you out now. Because when I was a kid, I ain't cursed them out because I was scared.
Right, there ain't no fear no more.
No, just because you better not do nothing to me, because I'm gonna tell my mama. Then when they tell their mama, and then they got reckless and they saw their mama out here being ratchet, or they did out here over here fighting over something that could have been probably talked about, because your son probably did need to be disciplined. And if I catch a kid out here right now doing something they ain't supposed to be doing, I'm gonna stop them. When they get talk crazy to me, I'm gonna whoop them.
Y'all better watch out.
So it is what it is. I mean, like, when you come up on that 2700 like a week, you gonna get it in order. Everybody. When we come do our police, that motherfucker like the cops. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, like, and so we go through that, and like I said, before we get out of here, because I do want to, like I said, address the issue with this 6ix9ine. I want y'all people to know. I want everybody to know, man, it's not right what he doing. Y'all supporting this man, and I like. Y'all, I mean, you talking about Colin Kaepernick kneeling on the flag because they killing innocent black people. Y'all banned him, fired him, got that man out the way. But this boy 6ix9ine, on every song, every time he opened his mouth, is nigga this, nigga that, and this, and that, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. And he feel like ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him because they enabling him to say that. And what he doing is he's making a mockery out of it. Then you got these people, Treyway them people, and y'all clowns, bro. What y'all doing is y'all enabling this boy to be disrespectful towards you and your ancestors and your family, your people that got slaved and got beaten for this. You know what I mean? Then if you can't, it's like you can't beat them, join them thing again. It's like every time we fall into that, you can't beat them, join them, we lose our black men and sisters to that system, and then they start enslaving us again and start beating on us and start doing other things again. And that's why, that's why they say people, Jay-Z said this a while ago, that people are slaves in their mind, and it is true. Like people think they locked up. You going to jail is just being locked up, man. People are locked in their own mind. They're thinking that, that they can, if I can just do this, be with this and let this go, we gonna have all this, and that's not right. Because then what you do is you let our kids see that y'all weak. Y'all gotta stop being weak, man. Y'all around us every day, man. Y'all are the influences, man, that our kids see. Y'all gotta stop that. If y'all want us to do it, we can't do it where we at when they see y'all doing it every day. Stop letting people do that, man. Stop letting people disrespect our culture, man. Y'all say the music is the culture, and then this boy talking about he changing the culture of the music and all this stuff, man. There's so much going on that y'all need to stop doing, man. Y'all need to look at this, take a step back and look at what he's doing, man. That man needed to be stopped. Somebody needs to stop that. Because y'all stop Colin Kaepernick, stop 6ix9ine, Daniel whatever his face is.
All right, you heard it here on Read Up Chicago magazine. Thank you again for coming out.
No problem.
I'm your host, Lorrin Cash. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, or Read Up Chicago Magazine TV, and follow us on Instagram, RUC Mag. Thank you.
Where I come from, it's a lot of hate, it's a lot of murders, and a lot of bodies. Where I come from, it's a lot of hate.